Hey guys, next up in my quick guide series are the Moons of Peril. They're an excellent new boss released with Varlamore Part 1, available after completing the quest Perilous Moons. The Moons are a profitable alternative to Barrows at similar combat levels. 70 melee stats are recommended to start. All you need to bring is armor and several weapons, since you make your own supplies before the fight. Your armor should prioritize /defense over DPS. This is one of the few places in the game where avoiding taking damage will result in a net DPS increase. You'll want to bring one stab, slash, and crush weapon, as well as your hardest hitting weapon, and a special attack weapon. A special attack weapon with multiple hits are especially strong here. To get here, take the Cutzel to Cam Torum. Through the entrance, run directly north and up the stairs, then take the northeast passage. Head around to the east and stop by this campsite using the supply crates to get your herblore supplies and either hunter or fishing supplies. First, make your potions by collecting from this plant, using the item on your pestle and mortar, and then using the paste on your vial of water. These act as both prayer, restore, and super combat potions. For your food, you get to choose between hunter and fishing. If you're fishing, click on the spot, then move side to side as the fish change directions. If you're hunting, you bait the trap, release the lizards, and then collect them. Cook either option on the stove. The amount healed is based on your cooking, fishing, and hunter levels, so test both and choose the option that heals more. To reach the first boss, enter the cave just south of the camp. This tile marker indicates that the Eclipse Moon is weak to stab. I'd highly recommend the Perilous Moon's tile pack when learning. Click the statue to enter the boss fight. Stand on the highlighted tile and use piety or your best melee prayers, but no overheads as they don't help here. After the boss hits you twice, you'll need to move to a new safe tile to stand on. After another 2 hits, you'll need to move again, and then finally, after a third set of 2 hits, you'll enter a special attack phase. Each boss has 2 special attack mechanics. The Eclipse Moon's first mechanic is simple. You'll need to walk in a circle clockwise, using the orb to protect you. You can control click to walk to the highlighted squares. You may occasionally need to run for a single tick to avoid taking damage. After a full lap, run to the after orbit square, and the boss will begin its regular attacks. You'll continue the same pattern of having to move to the safe area after each set of 2 hits. The second special mechanic is great. It allows you to do some crazy DPS. You'll be teleported to the middle, and you'll want to equip your slow, hard-hitting weapon. Click on the ground in the direction of the moon to attack it. There's 3 hits in each pattern, each 1 tick after another, so you'll have to be quick and accurate. Click in the next direction only after you've seen your attack animation go off. With proper clicks, you'll see its HP absolutely melt. On death, you'll be teleported to a new area. Click on the camp to make a cuppa to restore your run energy, and restore prayer by catching Moonlight Moth with either 75 or 85 hunter for net or bare hand catches on the way east to the next boss. The Blue Moon is next. The tile indicates that it's weak to crush. Double hitting weapons like the dual Eyatlalli or Torig's hammers are best, since the Blue Moon takes 4 extra damage for every hit splat. Before entering any boss fight, take a look into the instant and you'll be able to tell which phase of the fight the boss is on. Like all moons, stand on the safe tile and attack. This is a good time to talk about another hidden mechanic called Curse. Each time you take damage, your curse meter increases, which has a different negative effect for each boss. The exact numbers don't matter, just avoid taking damage as much as possible. Curse is noticeable with this moon, as you'll occasionally be unable to attack. The frozen weapon mechanic is simple. Attack and destroy the highlighted ice block. Take a step back on the right tick to avoid damage. After destroying the block, stand on this square, as it's always safe and it's close to the start of the next phase. Some players just AFK this phase, as the penalty for not breaking the ice block is just taking about 15 damage. The second mechanic is relatively simple as well. You'll want to light the brazier on each side of the area to prevent the moon from healing itself. To avoid the tornadoes, take advantage of the RuneScape mechanic where when you run, you never actually stop in the first square in front of you. You skip that square, allowing you to walk through the tornadoes. Just be ready to stand on the correct tile before entering the next regular attack phase. With this weapon, I can often kill the boss in just 2 normal attack phases, even if I let it heal, so some people will actually AFK this mechanic as well. After killing it, you'll be teleported out again, make tea if you'd like, and then go east to the next entrance, praying melee if you'd like to avoid a stray hit. The Blood Moon is the most difficult because it can do a lot more damage and it heals itself for all the damage that it does. With your slash weapon or special attack weapon equipped, enter the area. I save my special attacks for this moon to kill it faster. Claws or DDS are good since this boss takes an additional 2 damage per hit splat. The Blood Rain mechanic is really easy. Just avoid the bloody tiles on the tick that the blood disappears. Stay near the indicated tile to immediately start attacking when allowed. During the regular attacks, you can actually do the step under technique to avoid the boss's 3rd hit splat, which is the one that heals itself. This works on all 3 bosses to avoid building curse, however it's the most valuable at the Blood Moon. Although you'll avoid its 3rd hit, you will be taking some minor chip damage since you'll be standing off of the safe tile. The Jaguar mechanic is definitely the most difficult of all 3 moons. Stand on the safe square and hit the Jaguar to heal yourself slightly. On the tick that the Jaguar does its attack animation, you need to walk onto a bloody tile and then immediately back. It's tricky because it's tick perfect and there's no visual clues. Once you see the Jaguar attack, it's already too late to move. Try to keep the rhythm going until they fall and then head back to the safe square. After killing the Blood Moon, you'll be teleported back to the same spot as before. This time run south towards the door and you'll be in the room with the rewards chest. If you're like me, you'll complain that you're never lucky, but you'll at least be able to bank your loot directly to the bank to continue with some more kills. Go through the door to the north and you'll be returned back to the campsite where you can resupply if needed. If you're killing all 3 moons, your drop rate for a unique item is about 1 in 19. You're also guaranteed not to get any duplicates until you've got each item once, which is great for ironmen. With average luck, you'll make nearly 3 mil an hour here. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't have a Manscaped sponsorship or anything like that, so the best way to help me out would actually just be to use my Amazon affiliate link below to buy yourself anything at all off your wish list that you've been meaning to buy for yourself. If you pick up anything weird, let us all know all about it in the comments.